So far, we've talked about how to create individual tools, simple functions that an AI model can understand, interpret, and use. But in real-world application, we rarely rely on just one tool. Think about it. An AI assistant might need to add numbers, search the web, analyze text, or fetch data from a database. Each of these capabilities is a separate tool. And when you have several of them, it makes sense to group them inside a toolkit. So a toolkit in LangChain is simply a collection of related tools bundled together, usually around a specific purpose. For example, you might have a MathToolKit for arithmetic operation, or DatabaseToolKit for interacting with SQL, or MongoDB, or a WebToolKit for scraping and browsing data. Toolkits make your code modular and organized. Instead of handling each tool individually, you can register, manage, or pass around entire group of tools as a single unit, especially when integrating them with agents. It's like giving your AI a toolbox instead of just one wrench. Now it can pick the right tool for the right job. In this video, we'll explore how to define a simple toolkit in LangChain, how to group multiple tools inside it, and how this concept becomes the foundation for building intelligent, multi-skilled AI agents that can reason and act automatically or dynamically. So let's move to the code. So I'm going to create a new file here called toolkit.py, and inside this I'm again going to import tools, langchain underscore core dot tools, import tool, and then in a decorator what I'm going to do is I'm going to create two tools here. So one will be for addition, which will contain two parameter, an integer, b will also be an integer, and then it will also return an integer here. So return a plus b. I want to include something in the doc string to here, and this will say add two numbers. Similarly, I'll have another tool for multiply, and then it will also take in two numbers, integer, b is also integer, and then it will reply or return an integer itself. I'll have a doc string says multiply two numbers, and then it will do return a into b. Okay, so I have multiple tools implementation here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to define a toolkit here called MathToolKit, and then inside this I'll have a get tools function, which will contain a self keyword, and it will return add and then multiplication key here. A tool here. Okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a toolkit object of this MathToolKit class, and then inside this I'm going to get my two different tools using this toolkit. So get tools, and then I'm going to print each and every tools here. So ptl in tools, let's print out the name of the tool, so tl.name, and then what we'll do is we'll also print out the detail of this tool. So tl, and then the detail will be tl.description. So if you run this, you'll see that we have bound these two different tools. Okay, something's wrong here. Let me check what I've done. So I've defined a class. I've also defined an object for the MathToolKit class. Okay, the object definition is wrong here. So let me run this again. And then using this toolkit class, I can get a list of all available tools that I have. So I have two tools here. One is for add, and then the other is for multiply. So if I need to add one more tool here, let's add one more tool called sub, which will take in a and b. Both are integers for now. It will also return an integer, and I'll include a doc string, subtract two numbers, and inside this I'll return a minus b, and then I'll also include this tool here for sub. Then again the toolkit wraps all of my tools, and then it gives me a choice to choose one among all of these tools here. So this is how you implement toolkit. So I'm ending this video right now. I hope you understood the concept. We'll further work on tools and then integrate it with LLMs in the upcoming video. So I'll see you in the next video again.